overboard.
Welcome back everyone to another NRG on the Amstrad CPC, and here we are with Epyx's awesome, pretty awesome Winter Games, sequel to Summer Games, which came out in 1984, I believe originally. I think it saw the light of day on the Amstrad in 85, and of course the sequel Winter Games came out in 1986, a couple of years after the Atari 8-bit and Commodore versions, I believe. Lovely little intro sequence here with the flame being lit, the Winter Games flame being lit. Of course it's inspired by the Winter Olympic Games in all but name. So it's a multi-event sports extravaganza for multiple players, 4 players in total, which is fantastic. Just like the Summer Games and California Games that came after it, and Epyx World of Sports and World Games, and yeah, they were very synonymous with the format. Since we start the game, we actually go through the lighting sequence again, which is a bit weird, but it's a nice animation, but we can skip on. So, first event, hot dog. So, tricksy skiing. Let's do some tricks. Sip, 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 sip. Oh, lovely landing. As you can see, the graphics, some of the graphics on this are absolutely fantastic, really well drawn. Excellent use of twin split raster technique as well. Some mode 1 going on the bottom half of the screen there, and of course in the menu screens. And with mode 0, mode O, whatever you want to call it, mode 0, for the main graphics window. And really lovely detailed stuff. Love the backdrops. Really nice, lovely colouring and shading, brilliant stuff. Some of the games do vary in their quality. Generally the skiing ones are pretty good, and we'll go through the games as you'll see. It's probably not the best event, but it's a pretty nice event and easy to get on with. The controls for each game are very different, and they are all explained in the manual on how to do certain tricks, how to move, how to run, how to ski, how to skate, and all that kind of stuff. So the controls are very different. I believe in this one you've got to push certain directions to do certain tricks and make sure you stick your landing. This is probably the most comprehensive event, the biathlon. Where this is a long event as well, so we're gonna skip some of this. I'm just going to show you the main parts of it. So it's cross-country skiing, obviously mixed with shooting, with trap shooting, I believe. So there's many different control methods used here, and it's quite clever because you've got to marry up your heart rate with your speed and your time and everything else. Because if your heart rate's going too fast when you get to the shooting element, obviously it's more difficult to aim and hold the target, hold the cursor in position, which is a very, very clever way of doing it. It's very playable. But look at them graphics. Oh, wonderfully drawn graphics. Really good depth, colour there. Lovely stuff. It's just so pretty to look at this game. It's probably the best event for my money. Winter Games. Whee! Down we go. The sprite's okay. It's a bit chunky, is the sprite. But the backgrounds just are absolutely glorious. Really glorious. So we're going to get to the first shoot. And then after that I think we'll spin on to the next game. Because we're going to try and fill in all the games on this NRG. Might overrun by a minute or so, but I'm sure you won't mind. Yeah, so the sound effects are rather basic, of course. And you do get music. Here we go. The shooting. So that target will move faster and faster if your heart rate is going faster. It will move steadier and slower if your heart rate is going slower, and I've only hit 2 targets. Not great. So we'll flip on to the next event, and here we are. I've got gold. Speed skating. So yeah, a lot more basic look this one. So gone are the very detailed backdrop graphics and very basic stuff here. You know, you're controlling the sprite at the bottom, the computer's controlling the sprite at the top. So nice split screen, very nice split screen, and the speed could be a bit better. The scrolling's actually quite smooth, but not the best, and it's very basic in terms of colour. It's all done in mode 1, so it's nicely detailed. It is nicely detailed, but all done in mode 1. So again, nice use of mixture of graphic modes here. So this is a typical move left and right, left and right, left and right at a nice steady pace. It's not a waggler. Nice steady pace to get a nice speed up. And I believe we won that and got through that rather quickly. Very basic, but still quite fun. I'm guessing that'll be quite fun against another player. which would obviously operate on the keys or second joystick, of course. And of course, I'm winning all the events here because I'm playing against no one in particular. And then move on to the next event, which I believe is probably the weakest event, if I remember, or one of the weak events. The figure skating, that's it. The figure skating and the free skating are pretty much the same game, same sport. Hasten to add, the things I like about it is that the animation for the main sprite is actually rather nice. It does have some music, which is, not every stage has music. So this does have some music, and the graphics are really lovely in the background there. The detail on the crowd rendered in mode 1, very nice. A lovely, clever use of split rastering there, really clever, because that's all moving and scrolling at the same time as well. So nice stuff, really clever stuff. It's difficult to get used to this though. It's quite slow paced, this event, should I say, not a game, this event. And you can't really do much of a range of tricks either. There's only a certain amount of tricks you can do. A few spinny jobbies like that. Land backwards, skate forward, skate backwards, stick your leg out and spin on the spot. I end up falling on this chick's bum a lot of the time. There we go, little T spin there. Oh yeah, a little bit of Russian Cossack dancing there, it seems. Bang, on my arse. Whoops. Ta-da! That was, yeah, didn't get good marks for that, did I? Not great. And unfortunately that event repeats itself. It's figure skating, and then you get the free skate. I mean, there is a slightly different set of rules, I guess, but it's essentially the same event again, which is a bit lazy. I don't like that. It's a bit lazy. But hey, let's move on to the ski jump. Again, really nice looking this. Can't get on with it though. Never been able. That looks glorious. Look at that background. Wonderful stuff. Really fast as well. You've got to sort of like marry up the in the little window there. Get him right. No! Oh, cross me skis, and that was it. You can correct yourself by pressing up, tapping down, tapping forward, and tapping sideways, tapping side to side, should I say. You've got to correct yourself and correct your landing. Absolutely perfect. I find it very tricky. I'm flying. Can I land this? Can I stick this? No! I always lose it right at the end and land on my face. But it is very, very quick. It does move very fast. It controls really well, to be honest. It's very sensitive to control. And again, the graphics really do look lovely. Really beautiful looking graphics. And lovely use of colour. I fell backwards that time. I'm just no good at that. I need a lot more practice at that event. And it's not like the biathlon, where I'm actually pretty good at the biathlon and pretty good at the speed skating and on the hot dog at the beginning as well. No, and here we are with the free skating. So, yeah, this is just, again, it's the same bloody thing. This is disappointing why they repeat it. So we are going to be spinning on, sort of like doing a bit of jump cutting away from these events, because it's essentially the same thing. Same music as well, same animation. The only difference is the rules are slightly different. You don't have to do conformative manoeuvres. You can just do whatever you want in the given time. I believe this one is actually even longer, even lasts longer. So we'll get to the bobsleigh. Just play this for a little bit and spin on and get to the bobsleigh. Falling on my bum again there, didn't I? Ta-da! Oh, got better marks this time than I did in the first one. But I suppose that's alright. And final event, I believe, is the bobsleigh. New free skating world record. Not the greatest of world records, I've got to admit. So let's move on. And finally, the bobsled. This is lovely. This is a lovely idea that they've done with this. Really clever idea. Top-down map view. And then you've got the sort of the action screen at the side in a third-person perspective, which you're actually controlling in that position. So it's lovely the way they've mixed the gameplay up here. And you can see the crowd, even the crowd are moving in the top-down view there. Really clever stuff. I like it. Timer at the bottom there. Two-man bob. Yes, I like this. I like this event. I like this event a lot. It's nice. Can I get around this one? Oh, I nearly tipped it there, but I'm home. I'm home in 26.60. Yes, lovely event that. Really nice. So yeah, it's a mixed bag of events. It really is. Like I said, I think the bobsled is strong. The two skiing events I think are very strong. Especially the hot dog. I really enjoy that. And the biathlon is probably the highlight of the package. Speed skating is okay, but a bit basic. Oh, I've fallen on the side there. That must have hurt the old helmet. But yeah, the two figure skating events weak, and it's the same event just copied twice essentially. So that bit is a bit lazy. But apart from anything else, the rest of the game is rather enjoyable. I love the fact that it's multiplayer. It's got some absolutely stunning graphics and really clever use of graphic modes as well. Nice effects here and there. Some nice effects on the bobsled here, and a little dabble of music here and there as well. And the intro is very nice too. So there we go. Winter Games on the Amstrad. Oh, I didn't beat my time that time. Got far. But there we go. I got my gold medal. Winter Games on the Amstrad CPC by Epyx. It's almost epic, but not quite. Thanks for watching. Novabug out.